Okay, so shoutouts to AO Game for actually compiling this. That must have been a ton of work. But yes, this is all racing games for PS2. There's obviously gonna be some in here that we know already, but also I think most of these, the vast majority of these, I guess most of us in here don't know already. And who knows, maybe we'll find something cool, maybe we'll find something cursed. Let's see. Alright. So I think these are ordered alphabetically, by the way, which is why we're starting with this, because it has the number 4 in it. 4x4 evolution. That barely looks better than a PlayStation 1 game. Okay, this is a sequel. It looks slightly better.
Born in New York.
Wait, what the hell is this? 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. Yeah, that is the most American game I have ever seen. A 4x4 Evo 2 was great, really? You played it? Nice, man.
Super Express Trucker.
Oh, that looks rough. 187 right. I think I've seen Duff play this. This is not actually strictly a racing game. What is this? Action Girls Racing? Wait, I remember this. Someone recommended this as a game for me to play for the Wii Racing Games video. I decided against it, mainly because it was a multi-platform title. I kind of didn't want to feature those too much, other than when it was like actually interesting. So this was on PS2 as well. 18-wheeler is a Sega arcade racer from what you heard. This is basically a Mario Kart clone based on yeah, girls' dolls, toys. It looks absolutely horrible. Action Man Adam, what a title. Agent Hugo Robo Rumble. Hey, Alarm für Cobra 11, meine deutschen Spiele. This is actually known as Crash Time in the US or just generally worldwide. I don't know if this was part of the Crash Time series yet though. So this might actually just be like German. Just a German game. I mean, actually the language here is in English, so I'm surprised it's still called Alarm für Cobra 11 and not Crash Time. If this was a worldwide release. Looks dreadful, honestly. And there's more. Alfa Romeo Racing Italiano. I think Duff played this as well. This actually didn't look too bad. Alpine Racer. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see a bunch of games without cars in it as well. Cause like, the thing is like, when you compile all racing games, the question very quickly becomes what actually counts as a racing game. Like what is considered a racing game, right? It's a pretty weird question. Because everyone kind of has a different answer to it. I would actually say a racing game can be anything where the goal is to go fast. So you could obviously argue, does that mean Sonic is a racing game? And you know what? I would say partially it is. It's a racing platformer. Because obviously part of the fun with Sonic is redoing stages over and over to get better times and better rankings. That is by definition how racing works. It's just that the racing happens to be platforming. So it's kind of a hybrid of both. But it's kind of where it begins. Like what actually is a racing game? So in this case, like this is like a skiing game. But looks like it's still like there's like a position counter in the at the top there. I would say this definitely is definitely still racing, even if cars aren't involved. But it's an interesting question. Wow, that looks way better than before. Holy moly! I mean, this is 2007.
Push himself off much better.
Yeah, that's simply too slow.
But I never played a skiing racing game. To be honest, I didn't even know these existed. American Chopper, hell yeah! Is that an open world? American Chopper 2 full throttle, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. What the fuck is this? and extreme racing. What is this? Oh my god. Anything can be a racing game, it seems. Okay. Oh, ATV. Dude, it feels like there's like 500 dozen of these games out there. There's like 500 dozen of these. Like, but these get recommended a lot. A lot of people actually really enjoyed the ATV, especially the ATV versus MX, like kind of where you have these quad bikes and dirt bikes together. A lot of people actually enjoy these. I just did not play any of these. But there's, yeah, you can see there's like dozens of those. So this is the third one. There you go. There's number 4. What is this player model? What the fuck are you? Who the hell are you? What is this? Just a brown clay doll. So there you have ATV Quad Power Racing 2. That's game number 5. Okay, that's it for now. Auto Modelista. Auto Modelista is actually so based. I think I only streamed this like once or twice. I don't think I ever finished it fully, but this is such a based game. To be honest, it doesn't have the most amount of substance. It's definitely kind of style over substance, if I'm being honest, but the style is so good, man. Like this game, if it was not for the resolution, I don't think it would have aged one bit. Like this is a game that you could still easily pass as a modern indie game, I think. Autobahn Raser 4. What's with these German games? Dude, that looks exactly the same as dude, these games are all the exact fucking same. Wait. Look at the UI. Where was Alarm für Cobra 11? These games are copy and pasted garbage. What the fuck? The UI is exactly the fucking same. What is this, dude? German shovelware. It's just the same game, dude. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Is this a Japanese delivery truck game? Bakoso de Kotora Densetsu. What? What? Why would Japanese people make a game about trucking? That looks dank as fuck. Battle Gear 3. A lot of these games obviously are not gonna start with 1. Booba in the corner. Base game. Got something to keep you occupied. What the fuck? Ben-Hur, Blood of the Braves. Yeah, you can turn anything into racing, dude. Big mother truckers! Hell yeah! And the sequel. You're not in a truck. Truck me harder. Biker mice from Mars.
Doing great.
Okay. Oh, what the hell was that? Wait, rewind. What? That is the most cursed character model I've ever seen. What the What? That is nightmare fuel. Imagine you're playing this as a kid, and this stares you into the eyes in the corner of the screen the entire time. That is nightmare fuel. What is this, dude? Bomberman cart. How is that gonna work? Are there any Bomberman mechanics even still in there?
Billy Stallion passes. Holy Hope.
More horse racing games.
At the halfway point.
Hey, there we go. Finally something I recognize. Burnout, the first one. You know, funnily enough, the first Burnout is actually the only one I have not played yet. I've played Burnout 2, 3, Dominator, Legends, with the DS version, and Paradise. Including the remaster. This is actually the only one I have not played yet. But we're gonna see all the Burnouts. There's actually, there should be 4 Burnout games here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, 5. Yeah, Revenge. I did forget Revenge. Obviously, I played that as well. My Dominator you had on here was actually mainly a PSP game, though. We kind of cross-platform, but I mean, which of these games is even the best? I don't even know. I kind of want to say Revenge, but the takedown gameplay was much better in 3. I will say. But Revenge, I think, had a better crash mode. Because in 3, the crash mode basically worked in a way where if you don't hit the multiplayer, you lose. If you don't hit the 4x multiplayer, you lose. If you hit the 2x, you might still win. You might still get a gold. But that was kind of annoying, because you had to do the crash in a very specific way. If you don't hit the multipliers, you auto lose. And then Revenge was just kind of more about actually causing the most amount of havoc. They put away the multipliers, which I think was much better. So I think this had a better crash mode. I think the actual racing was better in 3, if I'm being honest. It had better locations as well. So it's just kind of, I feel like they're kind of on equal footing. Kind of depends on which one you prefer. But Ugly Martians. What a name. Dude, this game is actually just 62 megabytes. That's crazy. I mean, you can tell it looks like a game that's just 62 megabytes. But okay. Car Racing Challenge. That's the most generic name for a racing game I've ever heard. Gather 4 pieces of evidence by destroying the target cars. Police approaching. The first cars? True. It's not the one that I had, though. This is the one that I played. This one I actually played as a kid. Cosmo International I had as a kid. This was actually really fun. Because it was partially a collectathon game. It had like several small worlds with a bunch of like collectibles on them. It was actually really fun.
It's a great day for racing here at the Chicago Motor Speedway.
Okay, that looked kind of dank. Cartoon Network Racing. Cell damage overdrive. Okay, that looks really strange. Kurokyu? I get requests to play this game almost daily. That looks a bit like Micro Machines. Circus Maximus Scary. Wait, what is that? What the fuck is this? Like, the concept for what classifies as a racing game just like broadens more and more, dude. Classic British motor racing. More cursed kart racers. Hey, Colin McRae Rally. I actually have not played these. Funnily enough, I did play the first Colin McRae somewhat recently on my Steam Deck for a little bit. But I'm not really too familiar with these. Just kind of skipped straight to dirt. That was my my introduction. Which of the Colin McRae games is actually the best in your opinion? To me, they all seem so similar, if I'm being honest. Like, obviously 1 and 2 were a little bit behind technically, because they were on the PlayStation 1. So I don't know. I don't know which of these would be the best one. It's kind of hard to ask these kinds of questions, because people that did play these, they usually grew up with 1, and they're obviously going to prefer that one because of nostalgia, you know? It's like 2.0 or 2005, 2.0. I mean, okay, most of you guys seem to say 2.0. I don't know. Hey, this one you can drive a Polo though. Surprising amount of snow racing games. Corvettes. Entire racing game around Corvettes. Corvette Evolution GT. But what? That's not a Corvette! That's a white as fuck Audi! Where are the Corvettes? Dude, Crash and Burn? Okay, Crash and Burn I had as a kid, but I must have completely deleted that game from my mind. I do not remember a single thing from this game, and I did play it a lot back then. Not a lot, not a ton, but I did have it. I remember finishing it, but I just remember nothing from this game. Not to say it's bad, but it's just like, I don't know, something got wiped on in my brain from this game. Crash? Probably the first good Mario Kart clone we're seeing here. Or kart racer, I guess, should say. Crashed, totaled. Crazy Frog Racer. We finally found it, boys. The best racing game in the video. Oh, sorry. The sequel. That's the best video. That's the best game in the video. Very sexy, dude. I actually had this as a kid, and I came back. I came back to this game off stream. I think like a week or two ago to get all the achievements on Steam. It was actually kind of difficult. It's not easy, mainly because you have to ace the crazy box mode, which was actually really difficult. But yeah, it's actually a fun game to complete. It doesn't take too long, depending on how good you are and how much of a grasp you get of the mechanics. It is actually kind of difficult to master the drifting and the starting and the stopping, but it's a satisfying game to complete. It didn't take me longer than 4 hours, actually. It's a fun one. Suzuki Racing Sports Bikes. What is that? Wait, what was going on there? That is not a real thing. The guy clinging onto the bike, that is not real. That is video game shit. It's real? There's no way. That's so dangerous. Crusty Demons. What a name. That's real. That's insane. Okay. Learn something new every day. D1. I'm still waiting for that game to get translated. Looks fun. A car too. Wow, this actually looks really good. Whoopies too. But that's what I mean. Like so many snowboarding or skiing racing games. Surprisingly. Oh, this looks really bad. This looks miserable. Doomsday Races. I'm surprised how small some of these games are, man. Like 50 megabytes. How do you get your MC3 to look like this? You just scratch up the disc a bunch. Oh, this game is supposed to be fun, actually. Downhill Domination.
Time to ride.
Downtown Run. Oh, this looks like fake juiced. By the way, I'm gonna turn on the volume. It's probably a little loud. Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Driving Motion Type S. I actually did briefly try it out. It was not that good. At least from what little I played, but yeah. This is apparently a Lego game, by the way. It's Rome Races. DT Carnage. I definitely feel like I heard some of these games mentioned in comments before. Okay, that looks like a Team 6 game. Hey, Enthusia. That's a good one. that play that on the channel as well. As a chunk size? I don't know, because it's interesting. And look at that, there's so many snow racing and it's crazy, dude. What the fuck is this? Now they gave him a baseball bat with nails. Is that a racing game? Oh god, here come the F1 games. Okay, strap in. How many do you think they're gonna be? Still going. The games also feel like they all have the same names. Okay, that was it already. Hey, the Fast and Furious. Can have a soft spot for this game. It's kind of dark, but I kind of like it. It's a Ferrari game. I actually don't remember this. 2 Ferrari games. Hey, Flatout 1. Flatout 1 is actually really fun. Like if you've only played Flatout 2, consider playing Flatout 1. It's also pretty fun. It's way shorter, but it's also really good. Hard as fuck. Yeah, some of it can be difficult. Yeah, the stunts were particularly difficult because they were random. What? Flintstones racing game. All right. Ford, it's true. There were a bunch of Ford racing games. I don't think I played any of these, actually. Well, Racing 3 was good. F1 only got 5. Wait until the formula name comes around. You're right. We're already at FOR. There we go. And here we go again. Oh, this one looks kind of fun actually. The camera shake. They added camera shake in that one. Oh, this looks bad. Jesus. I mean, maybe it's just the frame rate, but... Well, F1. I mean, what do you want me to say to this, dude?
Yeah, right behind him. A bad
Like, it is, if you think about it, it is kind of ironic that stuff like NASCAR or Formula 1, which I feel like you can only present in a certain kind of way, gets the most amount of games. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, in a way, these to me, those are sports games. They always have to just kind of follow the way the sport is in real life. They can't go, like, super crazy with these. So why are we getting so many games there? If these games are always limited by what the sport is like at any given time, why do we need like hundreds of these games? Whereas, for example, like a Need for Speed or a Burnout or whatever, you can do in like so many different ways, right? Because it's imaginative. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why do we need all of these F1 and NASCAR games or any of these? Like, I don't even want to point the finger at any of these. I'm just talking about everything. Like, that never made sense to me. Why do we need so many of these? Like, that is absurd. Like, let's say, for example, I want to play an F1 game on the PlayStation 2. Which of these do I play? They all, I mean, some of them looked a little different, some of them looked a little better, and some of them looked worse, but like, at the end of the day, like, what am I gonna play there? And even then, like, I feel like just playing 1 or 2 is more than enough. You've kind of seen everything at past that point, you know? You don't have to play all of these. But with the Burnouts, every game is, like, different, right? That I never understood. Why are the games based on something that you can only do a certain kind of way? Why do we get millions of these?
Favorites, Jagged Remedy, 1,000 out in its face.
We really don't need to. Freaky flyers. Money, that's why, yeah, that's probably the reason. Freak style metal X, dude, these names pretty well sometimes. Surprising amount of horse racing, but yeah, same thing again. It's just horse racing. Did we need 4 horse racing games? I don't think we did. That's my main problem with sports games. There's just too many of them. It just feels... Fucking stop! It's just so disposable, man. Oh my god. It's the same game! I'm sorry, I don't want to say this anymore. After the backlash I got by calling every NASCAR game the same. But like, holy shit. Oh my god, we're still going. 8! Horse Racing 8! Why did we need 8 horse racing games on the PS2? Who asked for this? Holy shit, man. Oh my god. Hey, there we go, the GOAT. GT3. Man, this was crazy. Like, look at the graphical difference. Like, all the games we had up to this point came out after Gran Turismo 3, because Gran Turismo 3 was a launch title. Like, look at the way all of these games look. I mean, obviously, most of these are budget games, so it's a little unfair. But then look at this. That's crazy. It wasn't it? It came out 2001. A year after the PS2. Okay, I'm sorry. Probably confused that with another game. But still, 2001 is still extremely early. Like, it set the bar so high, and then every subsequent game just did not look better. Like, the graphical difference is ridiculous with this. And then even more with GT4. It just does not look like the rest whatsoever. Actually, there were multiple variations of GT concept there. It's actually crazy. Oh, interesting. Dude, that's actually an interesting concept for a racing game. These are slot cars. That's actually a fun idea. I don't think I've ever seen that. You played this? Yeah, only in Yakuza. And even Yakuza, you don't really do anything. Just let the game do its thing after you build the car. GT Racer is horrid? What did I miss? Was it this one? GT Racers? It looks fine, I don't know. I mean, it's obviously hard to judge these games based on like the 5-second clips here. Surprisingly low amount of bike games so far. I think it might have been the first one. Okay, excluding the Harley shit. Yeah. Alright, we're bound to see Tour's trophy near the end. Hot Wheels beat that. Apparently this is one of the best Hot Wheels games, actually. Hot Wheels Track Attack was the last one that I played for the Wii Racing Games video. I really did not like that one too much. But Beat That apparently is much better. That's like one of the most requested ones.
Stunt Track Challenge Racing.
And this one, and Stunt Track Challenge. Like, these two are apparently the best ones. And Velocity X, yeah. This one. Like, these three. Apparently really good. World Race also read a bunch. Maybe this is pretty decent as well. What the what is this name? Resvelgr. That is not the real name. What? Wait, what? Is that the actual name of the game? How do you pronounce that even? But yeah, dude, anti-gravity, that's crazy. Prior to this point, I didn't even know if the PlayStation 2 had any anti-gravity races. Okay, I don't think the PS2 had any wipeouts, right? Those were only... were they wipeouts on the PS2? Fusion? Okay. What is this? Mech racing. Dude, this looks awful. What this? What was that? IndyCar series. Of these, IHRA was made by Bethesda. Initial D. Seems like it was the only one. No more Initial D games on the PS2. I mean, back then Initial D wasn't as big, I think. I mean, it was big, but got like a massive boost like around 2017, I think, with internet memes. Italian job. Jack X Combat Racing. I've seen Kuro play this a bunch, especially recently. It's pretty good. Oh, here we have it again. The unpronounceable racing game. Oh, there's actually a jet. Oh my god. They have to show it. There's actually a jet ski racing game that actually was bundled in with the PlayStation 2 at the time. That was actually my first PS2 game. I'm not sure. I wonder if they're gonna show it. I don't remember what it was called. That I'm actually looking forward to seeing. Splashdown? That wasn't Splashdown. Was it actually this? That wasn't this. Okay, I'm actually really curious if it's gonna show up. Jet Moto? Maybe? I don't know. Juiced? Gotta have it. And Juiced 2. I actually really like Juiced 2. I think Juiced 2 is so overhated. I'm not sure if it's better than Juiced 1, but it's massively overhated. It's not nowhere near as bad as people make it out to be. This one's just called Kart Racer. Oh Jesus, the king of Route 66. What the? Who is this? Who the fuck is this? Dude, I love these racing games that have these awful character portraits in a corner somewhere. I love this, dude. Ugh. The truck racing game. Jesus. LA Rush. Still don't know what to think of this game. My last experience was very bad because of the traffic cheat. If you watched the video. The Tour de France is actually the first bicycle racing game. Okay, that one looks significantly worse. RTX on with RTX off. Oh, Lego Racers 2 I actually did have. I actually liked this game as a kid. In fact, this was actually, I think, the only game... Actually, this was the first game I played with a wheel. Back then, I think, like, one of my... Like, my parents managed to borrow a racing wheel for the PS2, and this was the only game I played with it. My first experience with a racing wheel was with this. It was not good, I think. Was that a Windows sound? Did you hear that? Is that allowed? Did they they just used Windows XP sounds in their game? That is not allowed. That's illegal. Right, when he collects this? That is not allowed. You can't do that. That is not legal. How did they get away with that? Oh my god. London Cap Challenge. Try to get stabbed. London Racer Destruction Madness. Okay, so it's just regular London traffic then. London Racer Police. It's a German police car though. How many London Racer games are there? Oh no, it's the same fucking HUD again! Dude, it's the same goddamn HUD we put. It's just, yeah, exactly! It's the same trash! Dude, how many games did they make? Yeah, this is actually just slop. Wait, what was that? What was that billboard here? What is that? This is actually more slop. This is actual slop. They just copy and pasted the same game over and over. Absolutely disgusting. Lotus Challenge. I'm surprised how many manufacturer racing games there were back then. And we've seen Hummer, Lotus, Ferrari, like everything. What? Mary Kate and Ashley, Sweet 16, License to Drive. That has to be one of the best titles for a racing game I have ever heard. This looks interesting. It's kind of top down, but with a more dynamic camera. Interesting. London Taxi is one of the worst meta scores on PS2. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Just shovelware. Hey, Micro Machines. I think I did play one of these back then. I'm not sure what system. I think on the DS actually. Fun concept. Hey, there we go. Midnight Club. The first one. The evolution between these Midnight Club games is crazy. Like, look how the first one looks. Second one was just a slight step up. Okay, I'm not sure why it looks so bad. It does not look that bad usually. Recording was kind of awful, but yeah. Oh, this is actually some arcades, like some kind of re-release, classic game release. Interesting. Because I'm emulating it. Yeah, but even then, original console, these games look gradually way better.
Terrific maneuver.
Who the fuck is that? Look in this corner on the right.
Terrific maneuver.
That's meme material. Terrific maneuver, dude. Look at this pinhead, dude. Who the hell are you? Oh, that's funny. I need to play this for the memes, dude. Especially how the face cam disappears afterwards.
Terrific maneuver.
Dude, I love everything about this. That is so dank. That is so dank. Yeah, actual human thumb, dude. Oh yeah, another terrific maneuver. We're already done with MC3. Lots of monster truck games. I did have a monster truck game on PS1 that was also really fucking dank. I gotta show that off sometime. Mohun Fun Cards. Finally some good games, man. Okay. Ooh, that looks rough. Okay. Those zombies? Or well, that's actually just people on the road. I never played the Vita version of Most Wanted right off. I say once again, like, this is a sports game. It's always just MotoGP. Like, sure, these games improve over time. And I'm sure these are fun. But, like, did we need 5 games on the PS2 for these? I don't know. Like, I'd rather see yearly releases of, like, Burnout and Need for Speed again, man. Than fucking Formula 1 and MotoGP and God knows what else. Oh yeah, MotorStorm. There was a MotorStorm on the PS2, yeah. This one was really hard actually. I played it on my in the PSP video actually. It's pretty much the same game. Oh, here we go with the MX games. Yeah, as I said, there's so many. Like, you have ATV games, you have MX games, and you have MX with ATV games. And there's like dozens of these, dude. Okay. Here's a genuine question. Why would you play either an MX or an ATV game if you have MX versus ATV, which I assume has both in it? What is the point of having dedicated MX games and dedicated ATV games when you can have both in one game? Because that's like the thing. When these games get recommended to me, it's always MX versus ATV. Why do you still need both of those, like, separately? That's what I don't get. See, like, here you have both. Came out after? Yeah, okay, maybe. That might be a fair point. Look how many there are, like, Jesus, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't blame me for being kind of dismissive of these games. Because I'm just seeing all of these. It all looks the same to me at first glance. And I'm just thinking, like, how these games cannot be that different. And it's not a surprise that usually there's only one game that people recommend, and then the rest is you can just discard, you know? I think that's what bothers me so much about these games, is there's one game that's kind of like definitive, and the rest is you can just completely discard, right? It's just not worth playing anymore. I think that's what's bothering me so much about these, like, hundreds of, like, sports games. You know, there's like one definitive one, the rest, whatever. Because, like, let's say for example with Need for Speed, all of the ones are worth playing on the PS2. All of the Need for Speeds on PS2, all of them worth playing. It's not like we can just point at Most Wanted and be like, yeah, you don't need to play the rest. You should play the rest, right? But not with these kinds of games. I think that's what's bothering me. And here we have the most technically advanced PS2 game. Oh yeah, this has to be Ridge Racer as well. Yeah, the NASCAR games, there's also so many of these. I would say these games look pretty good though. Like, look how good this looks graphically. I know we just downgraded to 2001, but sure. Yeah, there's just so many different titles, right? Like, you have regular NASCAR games with a number. You have NASCAR Thunder, NASCAR Heat, NASCAR My Balls. It's just like, I don't know, man. Especially with the same years even, right? Like you have NASCAR 2005, Chase for the Cup. And I'm pretty sure you have a NASCAR the Thunder. Okay, maybe not 2005. Alright, there we go. But it's some familiar territory. Carbon. PS2 version is actually that I played back then, of Carbon. Most wanted. Most sold. One of the most sold racing games. And Pro Street. Yeah, true. Pro Street was also on the PS2. This is also the version that I played. PS2 version of Pro Street is kinda balls, honestly. Performance was really bad on this one, I remember. And I think this also has no damage model, right? The Wii version definitely doesn't have a damage model. I think the PS2 version doesn't have one either. Which I feel like is half the fun with Pro Street. But yeah. So, decent though. And undercover. Arguably better than the other versions. But see, that's what I mean. Like, all of these I think are worth playing in their own right. So like, you can point at one of these and be like, yeah, you don't have to play the rest. That's what's bothering me so much with the sports games. I think the guy who played this knew what he was doing there. Noble Racing. Dude, that's crazy. There's so many manufacturer games. There was even one for Noble. That's insane. Outrun. Now, Grid was not on PS2, but we should see some Tokka games. There's even an unreleased Lamborghini game. That's kinda part of the video I'm working on. Don't tell anyone. Oh, dude, did we just skip over the best game? MTV Pimp My Ride. Finally, some good games here. Pinnacle. Oh, I think I played the DS version of this. Actually, it wasn't that bad. The DS version of that game was actually not too bad. Even without the audio, this looks horrible. Yeah, there you go. This is Tokka, I think. Just different name. Haha. Our favorite booba game. Oh, this looks cool. Let me see that again. What's this? Race Ray Drag and Stock Racing. Something about this looks kind of nice. I don't know. Oh, C1. GP, nice. Glad that one is finally translated. Great game. Oh my god, this game. Holy shit. Okay, I have to show something. I'll be back. Okay. Do you want to see the absolute best deal in gaming for the PlayStation 2? It was fucking this. This Rayman 10-year collection gets you 3 games. Like there's actually 3 discs in here, man. This is so good. I actually kept this from my childhood. I don't have that many games from my childhood anymore because I sold most of them. But look at this. 3 discs in one game, dude. And those are all bangers. Those are all bangers. You got Rayman Revolution, which is kind of like a remaster, remake of Rayman 2. They kind of like expanded the levels in that one. The GOAT Rayman 3, this is actually like one of the best platformers ever made. And Rayman M, which is kind of the one this... I'm surprised this is here, but it is technically a racing game. I gotta be honest, this game kind of blows. But it has a good soundtrack. But this is actually the best fucking deal in gaming, man. Like, 3 banger games. Or like 2.5 banger games. And look at this, dude. I still have, like, those is... Look at this. Those are cheat codes I scribbled down from the fucking internet when I must have been like 11 or something. When I just got access to my dad's computer. This was the first time I actually, like, one of the first couple times I used the internet. And I found cheats from the internet. And I scribbled those down as a kid. Look at this. This was my handwriting from when I was like 12, dude. Oh, and those are cheats for Pro Street. Look at this. Those are cheats for Pro Street I copied from the internet. I know that 000 gives you the Coke Zero car. I had to show this off, man. Wow, look at this, man. Cheats. There's even cheats for Battlefield 2. I don't remember playing Battlefield 2 as a kid. My parents were really strict with what games I was able to play. Oh, that's funny. But that's crazy. Just when I had access to the internet, when the internet was still new for like my family as well, when we just had internet access, used it to copy cheats from the internet, wrote them down on paper. This is how you used to do it back in the day, man. When you didn't have smartphones, dude. That's how you used to do it. This shit was the best thing ever, man. And Rayman M, I mean Rayman M was just fine, but whatever. The problem with Rayman M was that this was a co-op game. I was an only child. I didn't have any siblings, so... and also not that many friends back in, like, elementary school, early middle school. So I didn't have anyone to play this with. And playing this on your own against CPUs kind of blows. But yeah. Oh, man, this has just unlocked so many childhood memories, dude. Hell yeah, man. Oh my god, wait, Richard Burns Rally was on the PS2? This is still played today, if you don't know anything about this game. This is apparently the most realistic rally simulation to this day ever. And so people still modify the PC version to crazy degrees to put like anything in it, like any kind of like rally cars and tracks. It's still played by a lot of people today. I didn't know this was also on PS2. That must be unplayable, by the way. Like, having to deal with the lower frame rate and playing a controller, a PS2 controller no less, which doesn't have analog triggers. Ridge Racer 5. This was a launch title, right? You mentioned earlier. It's actually really surprising, because I think the PlayStation 1... actually, I mean, there have been a lot of Ridge Racer games prior to this. But here, we only had Ridge Racer 5 on this generation. It's kind of sad, honestly. Kind of stopped doing a lot of them. More riding. Okay, you actually almost just rode over the, the audience there. Big racer. This looks... Road Rage 3. Road Rage was a game mode in Burnout, that's all I know. I was also part of the Korokyu series. Oh my god, this game was so... This game was just absolute garbage. I actually had this as a kid. And the thing is, as a kid, you don't really think a game is bad, right? Like, as a kid, you kind of enjoy everything. Because gaming is still, like, this cool, fun, new thing that you only have so much time for, right? And you only get, like, so many games as a kid. I actually had this game as a kid, and even back then, I knew it fucking sucked. Even back then, as a kid, when you don't... like actively dislike any games. Even then, I knew this game sucked, and I have still not played it to this day. I know ShinyOut did one video on this, and it really like validated me that I was right. And you know a game is bad when you don't like it even as a kid, dude. A crazy amount of snow racing games, so like snow sports games. There's more, dude. These all look the same. Rumble racing.
We got a bogey at 12 o'clock.
Yo, okay. Rumble racing? I look kind of fun, honestly. More sports bikes. Kind of reminded me a lot of, what's it called, Fuel? Or an early version of, Motorstorm. What version of Outrun is this? I've never seen this before. Sega Rally. So I gotta play that series as well. There's just so many different rally game series. I don't even know where to start. Okay, this is the second time I know. What is it with these Japanese delivery truck games? Wasn't the first one we've seen. These are interesting too, some more futuristic style games. This actually looks pretty fun too. What is this shit? What? What is this doing here? What is this game? What? What the fuck is this? Baby racing game, dude. You know, earlier I said like it seems like they're turning everything into a racing game. And with everything, it seems like they really meant everything. What the fuck is this? Baby drag racing game? Zambi versus Donburi? What the fuck is this? Why are they so fast? What the? Oh, dude, I'm... Okay, whatever. Oh my god. Simpsons Road Rage. I wonder if Hit and Run is gonna be in here. No. I think that could qualify, classify as one, but it's fine. Once again, so many snow sport. Like, we're still going with these. How many did we need? Did anyone actually play all of them? Like, that's impossible. Oh, Smuggler's Run, yeah. I actually did play this during the Rockstar Marathon. And Smuggler's Run too, yeah. Hard as balls. These games are so difficult, actually. Didn't finish them, but they were fun. Money laundering schemes. They were still going with these. Like, look, it's just... Must be like the 30th. Like, I would be confident in saying that almost 10% of these have been snow sport. Sonic Gems Collection, interesting. What's that thing here? Sonic Riders, yeah, okay. Panda based? Friend of mine in middle school, elementary school actually, had that game. It was kind of fun. Nah, kinda was done with the Rockstar Marathon. Don't think I'll do it again. Speed Challenge EU? Speed Racer, dude. People got so upset that I missed this game in the Wii Racing Games video. I feel like at this point, I have to make a dedicated video on this game, cause I don't know. I just keep dodging. I think people were also upset that I didn't cover this in either the DS or PSP video. I don't know. There must be something about this game that I'm not seeing. As a US release for D1? Oh, okay, I didn't even know. This is not the jet ski racing game I played as a kid. I think they might have missed it actually. It doesn't matter anyways. Man, this looks really boring.
Double tap the X button to engage boost thrusters. Use your boost on ramps to jump.
Okay, seductive voice. Okay, I'll give SSX a pass. I think that's the only sports or like snow sports game I'll give a pass. Because these games actually fucked pretty hard. Especially Tricky, which is probably gonna be in here. Like these are the only ones I'll give a pass. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the Elysium Alps.
Because these actually had style, you know? What the fuck? Okay, weird Star Wars game. Okay, apparently this is a super British thing. Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, Steep is kind of the evolution of SSX. Hey, SRS. Actually, not too bad. SRS is pretty okay. Another booba game, yeah. Where you keep girlfriends in your warehouse. That's not a joke. Oh yeah, Stuntman. I've not played the two Stuntman games either. Oh, Ignition was also on the PS2? I thought this was Xbox 360 exclusive. Okay. Come on, you know? Okay, you can't even see what's up ahead. Well, that looked rough. Whoa, what? Okay, graphically this looks kinda nuts. Okay, that probably got the closest to Gran Turismo. Surf up. Yeah, that was a movie, yeah. Yeah, apparently this is real. The fact that just like a driver just clings on. That is ridiculous. Unpleasant audio. Taxi 3 and Italian movie, okay. Is that Comic Sans up there? I'm not tripping. That's Comic Sans. I think they had a budget of $5 for this game. Test Drive, true. Oh, Test Drive Unlimited should be in here. Oh, this is also a game that I get a lot of requests for. Eve of Destruction. Yeah, there's so much shovelware in this. It's actually absurd. Yeah, there we go, TDU. That is actually crazy that this fit on the PlayStation 2. That's a technical achievement for sure. Thrillville. Got 2. I only played the 3rd one. Yeah, that one. I played that one on PC. I actually have the PC version of this. Didn't finish it, but it was fun. Had a story mode even, which really surprised me. What the fuck is this? Japanese bus games. Hey, there we go, finally. TXR, the goats. That's my personal goat, Drift 2. I think that's the best one. Mine is the new one. But they're all great. Oh dude, I had Donald Jam on the DS. Donald Jam was actually great. I didn't know it was on the PS2 as well. I knew it was on the Wii. You're driving a Peel in Top Gear, okay. Based? Is the new one any good? New 2XR? Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Waiting for more content though. Total immersion racing. There we go. Choose trophy. GT4, but it's bikes. Was really fun. I'm surprised how many Japanese truck games there are. That really surprises me. Well, trucks. Was Big Rigs on the PS2? I don't think so, right? Oh, Twisted Metal, yeah. That's also a series I have zero experience with. That's supposed to be good. Insanely difficult, really. The main problem for me is I always fail to see the difference between Twisted Metal and Carmageddon. They're probably very different, but I don't know, in my head they're just kind of very similar. V-Rally 3. I only played V-Rally 4. That's okay. Can imagine the previous ones were probably better. Wacky races. Oh yeah, One Gun Midnight had a game on PS2. I hope this gets translated soon. So it actually is fun. I think this was also made by Genki. Like the TXR guys. Mind that child. Okay. Okay, we're at W, so I think we're almost at the end here. Okay, this actually looks crazy good. What is this? In terms of graphics, I mean. There's so many winter sports. How are we still not done with these? Holy shit. There you go. Wipeout Fusion. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. And Pulse. Okay. Shows you what I know. World Racing 2. I think this one actually got a re-release on Steam, which is kind of nice. That is Skyline? Oh, WRC, okay. So what the game is supposed to look like. Oh yeah, dude, this one. This right here was also bundled in with the PlayStation 2 that I got at the time from my parents. Which makes this the first PS2 racing game I ever played. And I didn't actually ever play it properly. All I did was yeet cars off cliff sides. That's all I did the entire time in this game, and it was so fun. I always took Monte Carlo because it had the biggest cliffs, and I just yeeted all the cars down the cliffs until they were completely broken. These games actually had insane physics. Like, the crash physics here were on point. I think these were made by Evolution Studios, who would later make Drive Club, so it's not surprising. Not a surprise, actually. Not sure about the other WRC games. I don't know if they're better or worse. To be honest, if I'm gonna be fair, I have to once again say, like, to me, these all look kind of the same. Once again, like, I don't know why we needed, like, so many. But yeah. Oh, dude, we played this for a video. Wreckfulness. Yeah, this game was dank as hell. Forgot about that one, yeah. That was a fun meme game. The Jacuzzi.
Shields recharged.
Yeah, apparently the Xbox version is way better. Train racing game. Okay, I think now we've officially covered everything. There's nothing else. There's nothing left. We have covered all the sports. We've had baby racing. We've had train racing now. We've had bus racing. Like, there's nothing left. We've covered everything. Every mode of transport. It actually looks pretty decent. What is this? Mini desktop racing. It's definitely interesting to see all of these Japan exclusive racing games that none of us are familiar with. Well, it looks like there was one more. We had babies racing, and now we had this driver parallel lines. Okay. And driver 3. As a bonus. Yeah, these kinda count. I don't know. I guess there's somewhat racing. Barbie horse racing adventures. Hell yeah. Mafia? It had a racing mission. Yeah, let's go Sonic Heroes. That's actually my first Sonic game. I mean, as I said earlier, I think Sonic kinda counts. Wait, what? Mortal Kombat? Since when is that real? It's a mini game? Okay. So wait, so this is not a standalone game. Or is it? Mortal Kombat had a okay, interesting. It's inside Armageddon, okay. Oh, I see, okay. Does GTA 3 have any racing? My City definitely did. San Andreas as well, yeah. Bullet Racing, as you can see. Ollie was so good, man. High key, one of my favorite Rockstar games. That's so sad they never brought that back. There we go. There's Simpsons Hit and Run. I think this still counts as racing. Like, most of the missions in this game are like time-based missions. Like, you're racing against time 90% of the time in this game. I don't know if these had any racing in it. They're just here for bonus, I don't know. Because they have cars, and you're primarily in cars, I assume. So, you know, for some that's already enough. To count that as a racing game. Like I said earlier, like... definition of racing can be kind of like... Oh god, this is something else. Definition of racing can be anything. But I think as long as the objective is to go fast, or faster than someone or something else, it's already racing. And to be honest, in games like GTA, like you are racing to get away from the cops or someone else often, very often. So in that sense, they are kind of racing by that definition. You know? It's just hard to like put these games into one box that just kind of like a mix of like a bunch of stuff, you know? And racing is like just a part of it. But this was really interesting. What do we think? What do we think of the vast majority of these games? I will actually say, number one, this was one of the weirdest fucking games in the entire thing. Number one, really surprised how many snow sport games there were. Like way too many. There were way over 20. So many snow sports games that I don't think anyone was asking for. SSX, especially Tricky, gets a pass, but like so much of the other stuff I was just like, what the hell? There were a bunch of like actually copied pasted games in here that had the same HUD every time. I forgot where they were. Yeah, there's these here. Wait, not these. These here. We saw this particular HUD pop up over and over and over again. So definitely some copy and pasted slop in here. And overall, I was actually really underwhelmed. I don't know about you guys, but like the vast majority of these games did not look very good. Which I mean is fine. Like obviously not every racing game can be a banger. And I think there were still a lot of really good racing games in here. But also just a lot of slop. I think for every good racing game in this list, there were, I want to say like 5 to 10 slop ones. 5 to 10 really bad ones. Like there was actually a lot of slop released on the PlayStation 2. Which makes sense. It was very popular. And this was kind of like where game development was starting to like really boom after the PlayStation 1. Where a lot of like companies and developers wanted to just kind of get in and, you know, cash out on the PlayStation 2 success. So they just released some random slop. Just to cash out on the PlayStation 2, and yeah, it kind of shows. There was a lot of like low quality slop in here, but also a lot of good stuff. Will I now go ahead and play any of these games here that I didn't recognize? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a few. A few of them look pretty interesting. Will we get a video where you play Xbox racing games? The problem with that is I don't have an Xbox. Emulation isn't really good for original Xbox. This was still interesting and really fun. Even just to see some of the wacky shit. There's been some straight up wacky games here. I don't even know where the baby racing game was anymore, but that was probably the wildest thing I've seen in a very long time. It's just, I don't think I'll mentally recover from that. But yeah, this was really fun. Maybe we'll do this again for another console. Just to check out all the racing games from a specific console. Depends if anyone has made videos like this. Once again, as before, shouts to AO Game for compiling this. But yeah, this was fun. Thank you all for hanging out. I think that will be the end of the stream for today. Can I send you over to anybody? Because I'm not really streaming often anymore. I'm not really raiding often anymore either. So I think I'll just send you over to Kuru. Because I must have not raided him in a while. So yeah, no stream tomorrow, I think. But maybe another stream on Monday or Tuesday, we'll see. I'll try to stream a little bit more often. It's kind of difficult because I'm trying to like balance working on videos and streaming a bunch. And also just working on other projects and also just, I don't know, having a bit of a life on the side. Obviously. So we'll see how that goes. But definitely, I should definitely be back sometime next week. I definitely want to not take like these massive breaks anymore in between streams, so I'll try my best. But yeah, I hope you had fun today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Appreciate it, and yeah, until next time, take care, take it easy.